Welcome to the Super Expander podcast. My name is Corrine Phelps, your host. I'm a business and growth coach, money mindset expert, and a multi-passionate entrepreneur. My journey has taken me all over, from working in finance to owning a boutique fitness studio. I found myself burnt out, miserable, and questioning everything. Saying things to myself like, there's got to be more to life than this. Refusing to settle for a mediocre existence, I went all in, learning how to harness untapped potential and rewire the subconscious mind to create an extraordinary life. The last 10 years have been a crash course in self-love, building a business, creating community, building wealth, and doing what it takes to just freaking go for it. My mission is to help you align to your purpose, rewire your subconscious to support your big dreams and vision, and create a life that you're absolutely obsessed with. So sit back, tune in, and prepare to expand. Hello, gorgeous. How is your heart? How's your soul? How are you feeling today? Welcome back to the Super Expander podcast. I am so grateful to be sitting here with you, having this conversation wherever this message, this podcast is finding you, whether it's driving in your car, on a walk, or who knows, even maybe you're taking a shower. I've heard some stories about guests that love to listen to the podcast while they're getting ready in the morning and have it turned on while they're showering. So wherever you happen to be, I hope this podcast finds you well and ready to dive in. So it has been a very busy time around here in my house. I just got a new puppy, and I think I'll have to tell you guys the story of how she came to be named here sometime soon. But my goodness, my heart is exploding. But man, did I forget about how much work these little rascals are. So what I want to dive into today is the subconscious mind. So there's a lot of conversation both here on the Super Expander podcast and just out in the world today about nervous system regulation, about subconscious reprogramming, about all of the things, and breath work. It's a lot of what I talk about here. And today what I want to sort of demystify and explain is subconscious reprogramming. And oftentimes when you hear subconscious reprogramming and nervous system regulation, they are almost interchangeable terms, not exactly, but almost interchangeable. And so I want to start to give some context over the next couple of episodes to really break it down so that you can understand really the power of subconscious reprogramming, nervous system regulation, somatic experiencing, and what this work really can do for you, and why so many people are turning to it after years and years of talk therapy. So I think let's just dive right in. So subconscious reprogramming explained, right? The mind is, I think this is a very good place to start, is that the mind is complex. And the process and science behind subconscious reprogramming is also very complex. So please consider this conversation, and what I'm sharing with you is a very simplified explanation. And it's really my mission to bring more awareness, bring more understanding, and make this work more accessible so that people can start to utilize it to tap into, of course, deep healing, but also massive success. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Okay, so as human beings, we have somewhere to the tune of 60 to 70,000 thoughts per day. Wild, right? And of those thoughts, 95% of them occur in your subconscious mind. Let me just say that again. 95% of those thoughts happen inside of your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is everything that you are aware of, and that actually only controls 5% of your reality. Your conscious brain only controls 5% of your reality. And this is the place where logic, willpower, and your rational decision making occur. So your subconscious mind controls 95% of your reality, as I said. That's where most of your thoughts are happening, and it is always on. It's always on and running in the background, and it does things like keeping you alive, having your heartbeat, and a lot of things that we actually have happen right in, like on autopilot, right? So your subconscious mind is always running and it controls things that you aren't consciously thinking about. It's also the storehouse of all of your beliefs, all of your fears, your values, your memories, your emotions. And the primary job of your subconscious mind is survival and safety. Yes, the subconscious mind primary role and primary job is to keep you alive and safe. So I want you to imagine that classic iceberg picture, right? The classic iceberg picture where you see it's in the water and you have that, like, it's half above water, half below water, and actually there's way more below the surface of the water than there is actually above. Well, think about this. The subconscious mind is very similar to this iceberg. It is everything that you can't see beneath the surface. And everything beneath the surface is actually what determines your results and your reality. So, understanding the difference between your conscious and subconscious mind is so powerful because it allows us to really understand that perhaps those times when you were trying to tap into willpower and rely on willpower to help you achieve a goal, this is why willpower is normally not enough. It explains why, even when you want to do something, you consciously say, I really want to do this thing. It's why it's so hard to often do it. It's why we procrastinate and we self sabotage. It's why you might consciously say, I'm not going to eat chocolate today, but then you end up eating chocolate. It's why you might consciously say, I'm going to put myself out there and I'm going to sell my services. I'm going to show up big and I'm really going to start to really be visible so that I can grow my business. But then you can only muster the courage to post about your services once a month. It's why you might want to leave a relationship, but you aren't actually able to take action on it. It's why you might say you desire to be in a relationship, yet you find yourself only putting yourself in situations with unavailable people. I have a question for you. Have you joined the Super Expander free mentorship community? If not, what are you waiting for? Stop what you're doing right now and text the word mentor to 202-918-3235. Text the word mentor to 202-918-3235. I send out weekly tips and inspiration to help you grow your business, to step into your wealthiest, most highest self, to harness your full potential and live an exceptional and extraordinary life. And the best part is, it's really me sending those messages. So text me, say hello, and send me your questions. When your conscious mind wants something, but your subconscious mind holds the belief that this thing that you want is unsafe, your subconscious mind is, I don't know, I marvel at the wonder of this. It can be extraordinarily frustrating at times, but it's so cool that your subconscious mind loves you so much that it goes out of its way to try to keep you safe. So when your subconscious mind holds the belief that that thing that you desire is unsafe, your subconscious mind will try to navigate you away from that thing, come hell or high water. This is what is called subconscious and conscious misalignment. And this is really where subconscious reprogramming comes in, because although that thing that we want really actually isn't unsafe for us, your subconscious mind is holding onto a memory and a belief that it actually is. And until we resolve that, it's going to make attaining that big goal, that big desire, very, very difficult. So, what I do and my job when I'm working with clients is to be on the lookout for this conscious, subconscious misalignment so that together we can identify it and then we can reprogram your subconscious mind to be aligned so that you can achieve your goals faster and with less resistance and sabotage. Subconscious reprogramming is when you actively change your subconscious beliefs to align with your desired life. So I want you to imagine this. I want you to imagine one of those really old school, gigantic computers, right? You know, the ones that were like, they were big and they were beige, and the monitor took up like half the desk. One of those, right? So I want you to imagine trying to work on one of those today. You would have such a hard time. It would be so slow. It would be so hard to get your work done. Well, that computer is very much like your subconscious mind, right? So we have updated over time, and we're consistently updating both our laptops, our phones, and not just the actual device, the software that's running on it, right? So I want you to imagine that your subconscious mind is just like that. Your subconscious mind needs to be upgraded, and it's a consistent and constant process every time we start to reach for a new goal, a new level. So reprogramming isn't just as simple as, choosing a different belief. It's a little bit more complex than that. There's this piece that is called critical faculty. And your critical faculty is essentially the gatekeeper between your conscious and subconscious mind. That gatekeeper is very much like a special ops team. That's how I explain it when I'm really talking about identifying what state your nervous system is in. So it's like a gatekeeper or like a bodyguard, right? And the gatekeeper, your critical faculty, is a magnificent BS detector as well, right? So that is why your BS detector, your critical faculty, is always working very hard to maintain the reality of what is in the subconscious mind. So knowing how to bypass this critical faculty is truly what is key for rewiring your subconscious mind. And this is why, if you have ever tried using affirmations, they don't always work because your BS detector is going off and it's like, this affirmation, I am a millionaire, is like, ding, 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 you are not a millionaire. So, in fact, sometimes these affirmations can further affirm the opposite of what we desire because your mind is saying, I call BS. It's also important to understand that when we can't simply delete, we just can't simply delete loads of information from our subconscious. We actually need to actively replace, actively redesign the old thoughts, the old beliefs with new thoughts and new beliefs. Just like we upgrade the software on your iPhone and on your MacBook, just like, we update our kitchens, right? Because they become outdated. Very similar, right? So think of this as like constantly refreshing and upgrading, creating new design in your mind. Think of it kind of also, I want to give you this kind of visual too, is it's very much like the game of Jenga, right? We need pieces in place to make it all work. So if this is starting to kind of click for you and you're kind of wondering where your subconscious beliefs are actually holding you back, are actually the driver of things like self-sabotage, procrastination, and how it is really impacting your success, I'm going to just put this out there. I'm going to drop this in the show notes for you. If you're ready to find out if subconscious reprogramming can be the catalyst to helping you step into your desires and your success, which in my belief, it's the thing that is holding every human being back. The more we can upgrade our subconscious mind to match the future results that we desire, the faster we will reach them. So I'm going to drop this link in the show notes for you to book a consultation call to see if walking through my signature process of rewiring, of reprogramming your beliefs to step into that powerful future that you desire is a right fit for you. So go ahead and scroll down into the show notes and book your free consultation call with me. I hope that you found today's conversation both insightful, easy to digest, and that maybe you're a little bit more curious about subconscious reprogramming, or you understand it a little bit better today now than you did just a few short minutes ago before this episode started. Until the next time, I will catch you on the next episode. If you like what you heard, stop, drop, and leave a 5-star review and hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And as always, sharing is caring, so snap a pic and share this episode with another super expander.